Hi everyone, it's Vacha here from recordingstudio9.com, and thanks for joining me again. And today I am unboxing a new big box that arrived. It's a new gear, technically not really new because it is a second-hand used that I bought off eBay, and it is the M-Audio's ProjectMix I. It is to a friend of mine, not mine. I've got enough gear already here. That he's setting up a studio in his home, so he asked me to get things set up and help him out. So here it is, the ProjectMix I. From eBay. It looks really nice and clean and hardly used, so we'll unpack it. I will be setting it up and making it go and see how it performs. Let's get out of the box. Still in its original box, which is a good sign, and it is a control surface as well as an audio interface. So this unit has up to 8 mic preamps. It's got a high impedance guitar input as well, 2 headphone outputs, lots of switches and buttons on it, as well as 8 flying faders. That means the faders are motorized, they move up and down, and 1 master fader, which is also motorized as well. It's got continuous rotary knobs, so that you can use to adjust I guess panning levels and things like that. And it should actually work with Cubase, Pro Tools and Logic. He'll be using with Cubase. So hopefully it's a good match and it will work for him. So let's have a look. Oh well, looks like the person I bought it from looked after it quite well. It looks like brand new. I wish I could keep it, but it is a present. So, and a power supply, and that's all I think it came with it. Yep, that's all we needed. Okay, there it is, the M-Audio ProjectMix I. So it's got the 8 faders I talked about, and they're nice and smooth 100mm faders, and plus 1 master fader. It's got a jog wheel, lots of buttons, transport options for the controlling of your DAW. It has 2 headphone outputs on the at the thing there, and a guitar input, and it's got the 8 microphone or line level inputs for it. So it's as well as an audio interface with phantom power. It's got LCD display, and it's got continuous rotary knobs, buttons for record, select, solo and mute, and you can assign them. Even though it has 8 faders here, but you can actually switch them. I think it's 8 banks of 8, so you can control up to 64 tracks with it in your DAW. I think I'll find out. I think that's what I read about it. So it's got 4 outputs, so you can have 4 outputs, so you can have your speakers and alternative outputs connected to it as well. It is a FireWire unit, so we're going to be connecting it with a FireWire card onto the PC. So let's turn it around and have a look behind it as well. Okay, at the back it's got 8 microphone inputs and line inputs, and there's a button at the top where you select whether you want the microphone or the line. And it's got 4 line output. It's got world clock, so if you want to synchronize things. It's got MIDI in and out, and SPDIF for digital data in and out, stereo. And it also has ADAT in and out, which is pretty good. That means you've got the 8 plus another 8 from let's say the Behringer's ADA 8000, which will give you another 8 microphones. So you could have, you know, 16 microphones connected to this thing and record it at the same time. And it's got the power switch and a firewire connection. And of course at the front it's got a guitar input, so you can plug a guitar in. It's only got one guitar input, but I guess one guitar at a time. And 2 headphone outputs, so you can have 2 people listening with the headphone at the same time. I guess the recording person as well as the musician playing it. And yeah, with 8 microphones, you know, you can quite easily record a complete drum set with 8 microphones on it. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll give it a try and see how it goes, whether it works or not. And then I gotta set it up and make it work, and then teach my friend how to use it. Okay, this is the next day. So I thought I'll set up the M-Audio ProjectMix I with my old laptop. I have a Dell laptop that I have a Firewire Express card which has Firewire connection, and that Firewire is connected to the unit. It's all powered up and it's all working, which is a good sign. And I've downloaded and installed the driver for it, and it's running Windows 7, which is really good. That means it's working quite well. I've got a microphone connected to channel 1, and I'll be able to actually hear the signal coming through. Just give phantom power. Okay, and now even as I'm talking, I can see the levels on the ProjectMix I device controller coming up. That means the signal is there, and I can put my headphones on. Headphones are on. Yep, and fader up, a bit more gain there, and yep, and headphone level all working as well. This is really good. So it's all set up. So even though M-Audio ProjectMix I was released about 2009 or there about 2008, 2009, so 6-7 years after, even though it has been discontinued, but the driver functioning without any issues on Windows 7 on an old laptop. And I will install Studio One and do some test recording to see the quality of the channels and the audio coming through the Firewire. But listening on the headphones and things, it's looking really good. All the faders are working as well. I leveled them up, and when I turn it on, they all sort of reset back. So we'll find out a bit later on as I connect to Studio One to see how it's all going. So far the progress of getting the mixer connected to the computer, or in this case my test laptop, is all good.